back in about 2009, 2010, I used to play a lot of movie pop on Facebook. Much to my disappointment, that app just doesn't exist anymore. But one of the clips that used to come up a lot in that was a clip from An American Tail, the 1986 animation film. And I always meant to get around to seeing it. I never did. Finally I have, and I have to say it's not quite what I expected, but it was still really good. So the description from IMDb is as follows. While emigrating to the United States, a young Russian mouse gets separated from his family and must relocate them while trying to survive in a new country. I'll be honest, I didn't expect this to be quite politically heavy. There's a really emotional moment where Fievel is our protagonist, Fievel Mousekewitz, voiced by Phillip, where his younger sister Tanya approaches immigration or Port Authority or whatever it's called in America, and she just turns to her father and says, "Why did he have to give me a new name?" And I just thought that's so upsetting. So it's quite political, and certainly as an adult viewer watching it for the first time, you can't help just picking up on all of these references to different things. And there was a thing about ghost voters and just all these little things. So if you watched it as a child and enjoyed it but haven't seen it since, I'd say definitely give it a rewatch as an adult. You will certainly have a different perspective now, and you may think of it differently. Although, having said that, if you were a big fan of the film as a child, maybe don't rewatch it, because the political inclinations may make you think of it quite differently. But honestly, after a while, I tried to train myself to ignore those and to enjoy it as a fun but emotional animation, and that's what it was presented as. It's directed by Don Bluth, and obviously we follow Fievel, who's given the new name of Philly, I believe, and his discovering of this new country and also trying to find his family. He was told that there were no cats in America. That gave us a brilliant song about no cats in America. I didn't expect there to be so many songs in this. They do just break into musical numbers now and then, which is, something I love. So it's really, really emotional. But There Are No Cats in America is definitely quite upbeat and lively, and it's full of hope and, prospects and dreams. And the American dream is not quite what it actually is. Fievel as a character is adorable. For whatever reason, I didn't think he was as old as he is, or as young as he is, sorry. I thought he was maybe like a teenage mouse. But he's actually like quite a young little boy, and he's very sweet and very innocent and absolutely very vulnerable. Following his journey was an emotional roller coaster that I recommend to anybody who likes animations. I feel like for some people, this would be a film to see before you die. For me, it wasn't that great. But in terms of being iconic in cinema history, and I believe various films have been inspired by this, and obviously the political aspect of it, I'd say it's definitely worth giving a watch. I watched it on Amazon Prime, I believe. I'm pretty sure it was Amazon Prime. It's really lovely. It's absolute joy. Would I watch it again? I mean, maybe yeah, eventually, but it's not like it's my favourite animation. But I was really pleasantly surprised by how detailed it was, how intricate it is. And at the end of the day, I cannot find fault with it.